Everybody has their own way of getting to the office. Some are more convenient than others. Another wonderful day in Los Angeles. What's not so wonderful is that I ran out of miles on my lease, and I was forced to take the metro.
Hey! Crazy! Crazy!
Even though I choose not to associate myself with the Commonwealth, I figured that taking the metro would build character. What I didn't realize is that the metro would actually only remind me of the same characters I have in my everyday life.
What's up?
I've started getting panic attacks recently, and I can't seem to put a finger on why. You live 10 minutes from the office.
I take a train to here. I take 3 buses to San Diego. Half a train back, 4 buses back to the office every morning.
That's like $400.
Gotta spend money to make money on trains, planes, and make money on automobiles.
I was really interested in Kib's business practice because it seemed like at the end of the day, he wasn't making any money at all.
Well, start in the negative, ending up somewhere around the neutral zone.
Impressive. Kib is basically Mark Cuban, if Mark Cuban had the brain capacity of any forest animal that was also recently shot and bleeding out and was then hit by a car and then the car reversed, running over the animal again. Yeah, Kib's a little like Mark Cuban.
You guys make it all worthwhile, you know what I mean?
I don't know if that guy even knew what Kib was talking about, but it felt like we were on the metro for an hour.
It feels like we've been on here for an hour.
Like I said, I go to San Diego. Wait for me.
It took 10 hours to walk back to the office.
This is so stupid.
We made it, didn't we?
I was so curious where Kib gets the funds to take all of these methods of transportation every day.
You pay for my business, my travel.
Please don't tell me you're actually taking the business debit card for this.
Well, how else do you think I pay for my rides?
You live 10 minutes from the office.
20.
Okay.
Let's get to work.
Cool.
Oh, actually, I think we're gonna pack it up. It's getting kind of late.
Okay. So Kib and I went home and then came back the next morning, only to be greeted by James, who finally finished his run to work.
4 beats a minute.
James has easy breathy, mung lung, bad breathing disease. It's one of the many reasons why he's late to work every day. It could also be that he lives 3 hours from the office if you drive. We were finally all at the office. Everybody was working on their own little disasters. I have to admit, though, I was only interested in how Kib's date went.
How'd the date go?
Little smiley boy.
I don't know, pretty good.
Juju, what happened?
And gentlemen never fucks and tells.
Yucky. That made me feel queasy. Since I pay James so little, I try to put him on the least important tasks possible, aka creative decisions involving our company.
Those are all terrible ideas.
What?
I said those are all terrible ideas.
Are you kidding me, dude? We got the sex appeal, we got the president appeal, we got you doing something, we got RTX, which is happening, a remake. Everyone in Hollywood loves remakes.
How are you going to remake Land Before Time? Are you going to do it like Jon Favreau?
Live action. Is that the guy from the My Little Pony?
Oh, you're thinking of the Twitter beef. Autumn.
I wasn't sure if she could hear me, so I addressed her more abruptly.
Autumn, how do you like working here so far?
What a character! She is so juvenile.
So we got a weird note on our door the other day. It looks like it has blood on it. I don't know, I don't really read Spanish, but it looks like it says a lot about Satan.
I know exactly what it is. I studied Satanism for 3 years undergrad.
Yeah, but you don't speak Spanish. Fareed, do you speak Spanish?
Why would you do that? You don't even know the thing. Salve Satanas. Salve Satanas.
Not in ethnic, come on.
Salve Satanas, salve Satanas, salve Satanas.
I'll be honest, this gave me a bad feeling in the pit of my grundular.
Oh. That was weird.
James, coming from a historic background, was a little uncomfortable with us reading out loud the satanic note.
James, it's not that big of a deal. It's some little 17-year-old Latin boy coming around putting posters on walls.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I know you don't like it, because you're a pussy.
I was fully aware of the mistake I made. I've never been on high alert threat level with James before. Whenever I get myself into a situation like this, I have to resort to my safe space, my happy home. However, not even my happy boy summer home could protect me from the inclement weather, aka James's wrath.
Who's a fucking pussy?
You're a pussy.
Stop, ow! Stop, ow! You're hammering my fist! It's not that big of a deal. Some kid just put a Satan thing on her
I
door.
don't like Satan stuff.
Yeah, then why did you deal with Parker when he was exercised?
Because it was saving him.
Yeah, could be saving us too.
How?
Because then we just
You
put
just
the-
read the spell.
No, Fareed did, so whatever happens is on him.
All right.
I know what it said anyways.
What does it say?
Thou shalt read this, needs to pee on this. Needles up, needles down. I'm turning into a clown. Stick a needle in your eye, look into a black guy's eye. You didn't let me finish.
I went out of the room to check out the devil's paper again, but it was nowhere to be found.
Where is it? Where's the actual thing? Because I just had it. Is this it? No, that's IKEA.
James, where's the devil paper?
I destroyed it.
What do you mean
You destroyed it?
It's destroyed.
Did you throw it out?
Threw it out. I destroyed it. It's in
trash
garlic.
can?
I dipped it in garlic to make sure.
Fine, it's fine.
That's a vampire thing.
There's literally
If I
nothing
throw
in
anything
there.
away, you know it's not worth bringing back.
James, you throw everything away.
Come on, this is a funny thing. It's so funny. Someone just put a stupid Satan note on her. It's so funny. Why is it not
just
funny?
rub blood boogers on it too. That's probably all that is. I rub blood boogers on everything in my place.
God damn it. This was like the one cool thing that's happened in this office so far.
Besides getting in the fucking office and starting.
Ah, it's day 3. There's nothing left.
James says he put the note in the trash, but it wasn't in the trash. So that either means James is a liar, or something paranormal is happening, or James forgot where he put it. Any of those two answers could be the one answer.
All right, I solemnly swear on the grave of your dad that if he doesn't be glad about this, then I'll fucking go mad. I swear to God, right?
Swear to God, dude.
All right.
I don't like it when you guys fight.
Hey, she's right.